Hey, good morning and welcome to episode number 12 on our Proverbs 2.0 series, where today we're going to examine the heart, what we should do with it, what we should allow into it, and of course, what we should guard from it. So let's get started. When I was 18 years old, I had the pleasure of being a part of a team that traveled around and preaching to young kids. It was actually called the Heart Rescue Team, and it was led by one of the most amazing men you'll ever meet, Pastor Lenny Corliss. But big Lenny, not the one that we've got. Big Lenny. Long hair, glorious. He was such an amazing individual who taught me so much. He was almost like a father in the faith. And it was his heart that really became this thing that kind of perpetuated my desire to impact young people's lives. And our verse was simple. It was Proverbs 4:23, and it says this: "Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life." So as a heart rescue team, we constantly taught of what we need to guard our heart from. But as I got older, I simply started to realize that there were so many things that we were guarding from, I wasn't allowing certain things in. See, Proverbs can be great wisdom, and of course, in time and place, we always need to guard ourselves from the world that we are living in. There are so many things that can wrongfully affect us, but there's also another side to constantly being on the guard. It's that we don't always allow good things into us. So I wanted to flip this a little bit and take a look at Luke and examine something that is a little bit different, because if we're only guarding and we're not allowing anything in, we don't have an overflow. So let's check out Luke chapter 6, verse 45. "The good man brings good things out of the treasures of his heart, and the evil man brings evil things out of the evil treasures of his heart. For out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks." If we take Proverbs 4:23 and we truly just guard, we really are starting to develop kind of this mode of fear or pessimism or different attitudes or beliefs about what life can actually have for us. I know personally for me that if I were to always guard my heart, I would choose to guard the things that would probably hurt me the most. And that can mean chasing after what God's put into me, because there's so much fear in the ideas of really chasing after the things that we know God has called us for. There's all these wonders about, are we good enough, or are we talented enough, or is God really behind what it is that's in my heart to really chase after? And so by guarding our heart, we are limiting ourselves from the good that can come into it. So when we look at Luke chapter 6, verse 45, we really start to see all of what God has for us. Really examining the scriptures, we end up finding out that it's what we really allow into our heart that really becomes the overflow of our lives. So the challenge I have for you this day, to start off this week on Tuesday, is that you really allow yourself good into your heart. Allow yourself to fully invest in what God has for you. Engaging in the things that you know are good for you because God's called you in that direction. The goodness of your heart is literally going to be the overflow of it. Then we need to not worry so much about guarding it from all the wrong things, because when your heart is so full of something good like love, justice, peace, righteousness, you don't have any more room left over for the evil treasures. When we have so much of something, we just can't take any more in. It's like a balloon that's filled to its absolute maximum capacity, knowing that one more drop, one more ounce would simply cause everything to burst. And so when we fully engage with God, when we're communal with the Holy Spirit, and we allow the goodness constantly into our lives by taking his word in daily prayer, whatever it is that God knows is good for you and I, then out of the abundance of our heart overflows the goodness, because we then turn can fill other people with the same love, justice, peace, and righteousness that God has so much given into us. So I want to encourage you with that today. I want you to chase after God's goodness so that you and I can overflow with his love, his mercy, his justice, and his peace. As always, guys, we love you. We can't wait for you to have a fantastic day. See you tomorrow.